Hello Nintendo fans, welcome to Cube 3's E3 playthrough of Super Mario 3D World, and we're going to do multiplayer today. So Susie and I are trying out different characters and different levels, but unfortunately the camera actually cut out halfway through, so we've only got a couple of levels to show you, but it still looks absolutely brilliant. So here we are trying out the very first level. And as you can see, it takes on a classic Mario format, so you've got the 3D world, but you'll still need to use mushrooms to grow bigger. You need to get to the end of the level flagpole, collect loads of coins, stomp on Goomba, and pretty much go from left to right. So in this first level we're just getting to grips with how the game works. Susie's playing on the Wii U gamepad, so she has an analog control, so she can run around using the analog stick. So it's very much like a traditional 3D Mario game, Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Galaxy, etc. Whilst I'm using the Wii remote on this one, so I'm using the D-pad to move around, which isn't actually as bad as I thought. It's as good as it gets for 3D control using a D-pad. Much better than Sonic's and Sega has attempted with the D-pad. It's quite smooth, and Nintendo have confirmed that they will bring analog support for multiplayer through the Wii U Pro controller. But unfortunately we were only able to play with Wii remotes in this one, but still not too bad. And as you can see here, if one of the other players gets knocked out of the screen or gets hit, you can bubble in, very much like the new Super Mario Brothers games and Mario and Yoshi titles as well. So we've just faced a horde of crazy Goomba. And midway, cracking on. Now, at this point, we see here Susie's turned into the Cat Mario, or in this case, Cat Peach. So the Cat power-up, which is a brand new ability introduced in this game, allows you to, as you can see, scurry up walls, unlock secret paths, and claw the hell out of enemies. Claw, claw, claw! Unfortunately we can't really get up this wall, but in a little later section we'll show you some little shortcuts you can take using Cat Manual. And for these levels, not sure about the other ones, but the sections are divided up into separate areas using the warp pipes. So it's very much like classic Mario. You've got the underground bits, overworld, and so on. You can also crawl in this release, like so. And access different areas so you can continue on, but we're just going to skip ahead into this little secret room. Not really a puzzle as such, but glitches you're probably going to get in this kind of game. Jumping on the light panel. You've got to collect these little secret stars, so they're just dotted about and require a little bit of thought, a bit of challenge to get them. As you can see there, Cat Mario, Cat Peach can also dive. So that's a new little move you can get. Whee! Yeah, and this section was way too bright. Look at that lighting. Just missed the flagpole because I stupidly ground pounded at the wrong moment. Hooray, course clear. That's the first of 5 demos we were able to check out. Demo levels we were able to check out. Unfortunately, this video only has a few. It cuts off. But yeah, all levels are very much traditional Mario. So you've got a boss one at the end. There's this collaborative 4-player level, which unfortunately we don't get to see in this footage, which was really fun. So we're going to try the second level. This time I'm going to be Luigi. Luigi time! Just to try out his different moves. In Peach, as you can see, can also do a little classic glide move from Super Mario Bros. 2. Luigi can do his crazy jumps. Toad, from what I could tell, can jump slightly different to Mario, and then Luigi has a little skid, makes things a bit harder. Not as prominent as in new Super Luigi U, just a little bit of skid. So it's quite a good balance in this one. And as you can see, clear pipes. They introduced these and in the E3 trailer, and they contain enemies and obstacles that you should try and avoid. You can also throw fireballs through them, which makes it quite interesting. Introduce a new sort of puzzle technique. Yes, the levels are fairly linear, well, very linear, compared to perhaps Galaxy or Mario 64 anyway. But yeah, it's still very fun to play, especially multiplayer. Not too sure how it will handle in single. Could be a bit, not as good as multiplayer, but definitely is coming together very nicely. And it seems in this one, you're working together a lot more, perhaps, compared to the 2D Mario. Waiting a bit more, planning ahead. And of course, the 3D looks really good. Textures and everything are on point. Perhaps it's maybe a little bit too safe in terms of art direction and whatnot, but it's a very good looking game, especially in motion. I think it's one of those ones you have to really see first person to kind of get a good feel for it. 3D effects are, and camera angle though, is a bit more like new Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS. Sometimes, perhaps more often than not, it does become a bit tricky to kind of get a good feel for perspective, spatial awareness. Certain jumps are a bit trickier because you're looking at it from this angle that we're seeing it now, instead of maybe classic Mario 3D where you're looking at your characters from behind. And here we're just trying to figure out how to bubble with the gamepad. It's different compared to the Wii remote. Right. These crazy pipes. There we go. Let's chucking a whole lot of fireballs. Let's get out of here. Whee! Time's ticking. Now this bit is, well, sort of puzzle. It requires a bit more platforming skill than just running around. We need to get all these little keys by going through the pipes like so, leaping at the right point, trying to dodge those crazy guys. Good. And there. And hopping into there. Mario time. Luigi time rather. Unfortunately, this is where the footage pretty much ends. We did the other two, 1, 5 and boss, but they were cut off in this video. Give you a little tiny sample of this level. This was really good actually. Bit of a challenge. Tons of platforming elements, bullet bills, crazy Goombas to avoid. Yeah, it's very interesting. And there were lots of cat platform areas, which unfortunately we don't get to see in this video. But as you can tell, you can just climb up different walls. One person can go from the front, the other person can try from the side. So you can tackle the level in all sorts of ways. So, thank you for watching the 3D Land footage, and stay tuned for more E3 videos.